Hey guys, Mr. Asian Persuasion here, just doing another commentary today. There should be music in the background. It's royalty-free music. It's from TechnoX. I'll link his YouTube in the description. Hope you guys enjoy. Today I'm going to talk about something I've wanted to talk about for a while now, but I've hesitated on it, and I seen one of my friends, the Chandles, talking about it, and every time my mom brings this up with one of her friends or something, I always get very opinionated on it, but hope you guys enjoy, and of course what I'm talking about is the Zimmerman slash Trayvon case. So, and also a little bit why everybody is racist in a way. So, hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, this is very controversial. This is just my opinion, so take this however you may, and I just hope you enjoy. Alright. So basically, Zimmerman and Trayvon, where do I start? So, Zimmerman is basically just some old white guy. That sounds funny. It's just like some old white guy, basically, that would be packing a gun and whatever. He was a neighborhood night watch and whatnot. And so I guess this kid, Trayvon, like, I think he grew up in that neighborhood, and that guy just got pooped on right there. So anyways, he grew up in, and he lived in that hood or whatever, and so I guess Zimmerman seen him, and he called 911. He's like, yo, this kid's walking out really late, he shouldn't be, blah blah blah. And 911 like basically said, don't follow him, just leave him be, let him go, we'll send police or something, like basically something like that, like just leave him, let him go. But Zimmerman didn't let him go. He basically, I'm pretty sure later then he got out of the car to confront the kid. And basically all hell broke loose. I mean, he called 911. You hear screaming in the background saying help, and ends up with a gunshot. You hear, and the kid's dead. So, I mean, that's all they have to go by. They didn't know whose voice was screaming help. They didn't know any of that exactly, and yeah. Personally, like from what I heard in the beginning of the case, that Trayvon's dad or stepdad or whatever said, that's not my son at all. And then on the stand, he said, oh no, that's my son, that's my son. So, you know, you can never understand that, but Zimmerman did have his rights to shoot, because I think it was him screaming and he was getting the shit beaten out of him. I mean, he doesn't look like too tough of a guy, so that's just my thoughts about that specific part right there. But yeah, it's just, that's how this case came about. And you know what, it was also showing, like, in my opinion, before, like, I heard a lot of other stuff, I thought this guy had a motive coming out of the car, because he shouldn't have went out of the car. He clearly had to have a motive to keep on going, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But because the cops told him, don't get out of the car, don't go, you know. So yeah, and just, it seemed like, and this case, they're trying to make it about race and whatnot. Like, if this was two black guys, you wouldn't have heard about this at all. That's the thing. And those guys just went flying down. Anyways, so basically, I think this is just, it wasn't really race, in my opinion. I mean, because every racist thing has some truth to it in a way, and I don't mean to be like a douche about this, but just think about it this way. If you're cruising in the south side, like south side of Chicago for me, like, so the ghetto basically of your neighborhood or your hood, you know, your area, there's like usually a ghetto in an area. So for me, that's like the south side of Chicago. You're cruising, you want to get by fast, and you have to go through the south side of Chicago. And you see, but just don't think I'm racist, but you see a group of black guys all wearing hoodies. What's the first thing you do? Usually, if you're a parent, you tell your kids to lock their doors, or you'll just lock the doors automatically. That's racist, because you're not trusting another race equally. If it was a group of white guys just standing there, well, what? You wouldn't do anything? I mean, it's like, because you hear these stories and whatnot of people getting their cars robbed, people getting, like, things stolen from them. I mean, it's just, racism it has some truth to it, but at the same time, it's so wrong, because we don't trust in each other. And I'm gonna have another gameplay, but it's just, I don't know, man, it's crazy, because it's just, if it was a white kid, you wouldn't have heard about this. You know, they're blowing it out of proportion. Like, was Zimmerman racist? It seemed like he had a motive coming out of the car. It really did, but we'll never know for sure. He got off innocent, obviously, but Um, you know, this case was just everywhere, and I mean, I don't know, it just was a case blown out of proportions merely because of race. That's my opinion, though. I don't think he necessarily was racist. I think it was just because he was white and they wanted to get after him for something. He was a pussy, in my opinion, because he shot him. He shot the kid for just being there. Like, he shot the kid even though he should have just, like, got back in his car and drove away and reported it to the police. And Trayvon could still be alive today. Zimmerman was a pussy for that, in my opinion, but obviously in Florida, you can shoot, you could carry your gun on you, and you could shoot for self-defense. So the law, he is innocent, and, I mean, yeah, he was getting the shit beaten out of him, though, obviously, from what you heard from the 911 call, but I don't know, it's just, this case got blown out of proportions merely because of race. That's the only reason it got blown out of proportions, is because of racism, like, and just people thinking Zimmerman did it because Trayvon was black. So take it how you will. In my personal opinion, though, Zimmerman wasn't necessarily racist. He was just, I don't know, taking precautions, because you see some of these kids in the hood, and primarily in the hood, it's black people, and some of the kids holding around Glocks and whatnot, and Gats, I mean, really, or even Uzis. So, I don't know, take this how you will. I'm not racist, even though I guess everyone is a bit racist. But, this is just my opinion and interesting look on this case. Hey guys, sorry, I got a phone call from my dad right there, so I had to cut it off. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and like I said, don't think Zimmerman was racist, but I guess we're all a bit racist. I don't know, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think. It would be nice to see some comments down there. I mean, just to know what some other people think, because I'm really curious, because I get really, like, interested with this case. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.